I actually haven't checked, what is it, PPI? No, is that, wait, that's not the acronym, right? Producer prices? Is that PPI? Or am I mixing up PPI with something else? Yeah, I haven't checked it in a while. I didn't realize it had gotten this bad. Worse than CPI. Producer prices are increasing at the fastest pace since 2022. What's the full chart? Hold on. PPI chart. What's PPI? It's rather than measuring how much the cost of consumer goods is going up, you measure how much it costs for the producers of goods to make things. Um, so it's just you're taking a look at the same problem but from a different angle. The producer price index has been, dog, look at how low it was back in 2020. Look at this, like the post-COVID shock. Aren't producers also a kind of consumer? Yeah, in a way, yeah. But you're measuring different things. For the consumer price index, you're measuring like a basket of goods. You're measuring like an estimated average of what an American household is spending money on. But in this case, you're looking at like the overall production, like the general production cost of goods. But you can measure a little bit more directly in a lot of cases because you know what people are spending to produce their goods as opposed to like what the average American is or isn't buying. But it varies, you know. Um, Nasty business, though. Nasty, nasty business. What's the evidence SpaceX will actually tank 401ks? Well, the indexes that, or the indices that 401ks are automatically invested in, well, not automatically, but generally that's how they are, change their rules so that they invest in SpaceX's IPO earlier than any IPO ever. They also changed the like productivity and profitability rules to allow indexes to be invested in them, meaning that for like millions and millions of Americans, the value of their 401ks, and keep in mind the total value of retirement accounts in America combined is something like $50 trillion. It's a lot of money. And a lot of that money is going to get automatically invested. They're already invested in these indexes, but the indexes are going to allow that money to be invested into SpaceX's IPO. And because IPOs tend to dip significantly in value after their early bump, it means that everything has been, the rules have been changed to maximize how much money gets stolen from your retirement account, basically. All that, or we could have had the Sagrada Familia. Yeah, it's actually, at least within the past 15 years, it's the highest the PPI has been, with the exception of the Biden-inflation years right here. Look at that, man. We are so far out of the fucking norm. We have a longer back chart. We didn't start measuring this shit in fucking 2011. Oh, this is the PPI by all commodities. Not really the same measurement. I'm trying to find like a year over year. I'm only finding stuff going back a little while here. Did we not measure it before 2011? We must have. Yeah, we did. Why don't Brent crude prices continue to increase? It's priced in, reserves lowering the price. A lot of it is reserves, a lot of it is market hype, because again, like Brent crude, its price is literally just like another another product of market manipulation. But also, I read an article the other day that said one of the main reasons Brent and WTI crude have not increased enormously is also because the overall holding on crude has decreased significantly. Like, the amount of money that people are willing to invest in it has decreased because it's so volatile. It also means that it's easier to short. The less money there is in the float for like bidding on future oil contracts, the less people are speculating on it, the less float there is, which means that your shorts have a greater disproportional effect on driving down the prices. Does that make sense? Like, people are not investing in oil because it's so volatile and unstable, which means there's less money in the investment pool, which means that if you want to short it, it is relatively easy. So it's just market bullshit, you know? What's wrong with my shorts? The inseam. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. Total float on oil contracts. No. Volume of oil contracts. Let me see if I can't find this. Trade date June 11th. No, can we go back a little bit? Sometimes this data is really difficult to find. This just goes back to May 5th. I'm looking for where download data. Max shows. Yeah, this is looking out into the future. I want to look into the past. I'm sure there's a button here for it, but there's a lot of buttons. And my brain is small. Total volume of oil contracts, oil trading volume chart. No, not crude oil price, volume. The past is long gone, bucko. I'm only seeing here, oil futures trading volume chart. WTI futures chart. No, not the price, the volume, the total amount of money invested in it. Ah! I don't know why I can't find it. Sorry. Press the max button, shows PPI. Nah, this isn't what we were looking at, Masaigu. This isn't inflation adjusted. This is just total price. We were looking at though it does show how much shit has gone up. You know, like it was relatively stable for decades. Anyway, we were looking for inflation adjusted. The BLS only has PPI back to 2010. Gotcha. What's the latest peak? This one? Trump. Just Trump fucking around, basically. And this was the Bidenflation peak right here, which is quite big, as you can see. But it wasn't actually Biden doing it. So anyway, does anyone have oil futures volume, like trading volume? Does anyone have that? Yes? Can you share it with the class? Not me? Okay. All right. Fine. No, okay. Genuinely, how are things actually not worse? We're just sleepwalking into disaster here. I don't know what to tell you. Stations around me have literally this week pushed gas down by $1. Yeah. And the reserves are only going down over time, man. Maybe if I look on Twitter, I can find the link to the article that I was looking at. Oil prices collapse after Trump's 57th announcement that a deal has almost been arrived at with Iran. Great. But that's not off of the oil trading volume. Yeah, I just don't see it. I'm sorry. Could try to look for it later. How long till we run out? It'll be a while before we run out, but we're getting closer and closer towards like operational minimums. It's going to be a while before we reach the operational minimum, but the margins are tightening every day. Like we are still burning through reserves. Yeah, this is the chart. You're correct. This is what I was looking for, but this is the chart we were looking at on stream a minute ago, but it only shows trades for July 2026. I want to look at the volume relative to previous months, because my point is that one of the reasons why the price isn't going up is because people are divesting from oil futures broadly because of their volatility, which makes it easier for you to short the price. I don't know how easy it'd be to find that data, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. How nice of NYT to cover the falling global oil inventories. Too bad they didn't make the y-axis 0. Oh, they're mad. This is like a pro-Trump thing. Contrarian investment research, energy, oil, and gas. Okay, gotcha. Whiners. Yes. It's gone down by quite a bit. United States continues to drop. Persian Gulf. It's really China's been able to hold on. China has significantly reduced their consumption and also continues to get oil from Iran because they've been getting some sneaky drops. This is an older chart. Global oil inventories have fallen to 7.6 billion barrels relative to 8.5. Yeesh. China's also been fully stable in their emissions. They do be running a civilization over there. Yeah. Here's historical volume. Yo, you actually fucking found it, dog. Fuck yeah, look at this. Okay, so here's crude oil WTI futures historical data. So we're looking at the price here. Like you go back to 2024, the price was a lot lower. But take a look at the volume right here. Look at the volume. So all throughout 2024, the volume of positions held on oil futures ranges, of course, but it's in the range of like 5 to 8 5 to 8 million or so. But now take a look at what the volume is for June 1st, 2026. 2.6 million, the lowest that it's been for any of this data by a huge amount. It's cratered. There was a massive amount invested here in March. I wonder why. I wonder why everyone got involved in the futures market right there when the war began. But right now, the volume is really fucking low. It's insanely low, like historically speaking. This is the reason why oil prices are as low as they are right now. That's not number of positions held, that's number of future contracts bought sold. Is that not what we're referring to? Yeah, the volume of positions, but the total volume is relatively low. Yeah, the volume of contracts. It's just that low because June isn't over? You think so? How much don't these typically get fronted at the beginning of the month? Are positions bought like evenly spread across the entire month? I thought this was just the positions already bought at June 1st. It could be incomplete data. Well, hold on. I thought it wouldn't be affected by that. Are you suggesting the positions are like added to over the Okay, I could be wrong on that. That didn't really occur to me. My understanding was that June contracts expire June 1st. So you're saying that it shouldn't, as of the 1st of this month, this shouldn't be affected by the fact that we're halfway through the month, right? Like the low volume here, it shouldn't be because we're midway through the month, because this just represents what was held at the 1st of the month. Like there's no reason this data should be affected by the fact that we're midway through the month. The data for June 1st here is as complete as the data for May 1st. It's not like it's tracking an increasing number over the count for June. Okay, yeah, okay. That was my understanding, but yeah, I haven't looked at this data before. Set the end date at the top to like June 6th. Ooh, good idea, because that way we would know if it was affected by the development of the month. Okay. Punch it in. Wait, did that update? Hold on. If I go back to May 20th. Nice. Good thinking. Good thinking. Okay, by adjusting when we're looking at June here, we confirm that this is not being affected by the fact that we're midway through June. So we are at a historically low volume of well, not historically, but like in this data. Incredibly low volume of positions held. Yeah, if we look at it weekly, we can break the data down week by week or day by day. That is so interesting. Yeah, you have a lot of variance, but you have months, or you have weeks back here that are in the range of like 1.5 million. It's not positions held, it's number of times it's traded hands. So low volume of trades. You're misinterpreting what volume means. It's not positions held. It's number of times futures contracts are changing hands. Okay, sorry. Volume of trades, not volumes of positions. Thank you. Yes, no, that's an important distinction. Thank you for clarifying. Still, that's interesting though, isn't it? Like the fact that, well, actually, hold on a second. If you look at the week breakdown here, it's around 1.0 to 1.5. The volume here is about the same or even higher than it was back here. But if you look at it from a monthly perspective, it's going down. Wait, how does that... If I'm looking at it month by month, the number of trades is higher in the past. But if I'm looking at it week by week, the number of trades is higher now. How does that... Yeah, why is the week position relatively stable if the month position is down so much? It could just be a few mega holders hoarding position. No, wait. Okay, you know what? I genuinely have no idea what that means. I don't know what that implies. Maybe I would need to reread the article that I found before on what the volume of trading means about the volatility of the market, but that's interesting to me. That suggests the month is incomplete. No. We confirmed that it's not about the month being incomplete because we adjusted the end date on when we're looking for contracts. We were just looking at the position for June 1st. Yeah, no clue. The daily rate yesterday was super low. Only 6,000 for an entire day. Wait, you're right. Is that like they're going to revise those numbers in the future? Every other day is in the tens or hundreds of thousands, but that day is just 6,000. That might be a quirk of recording. That could be an error, yeah. That's so anomalous. Okay, you know what? I'll reinvestigate this off stream. This seems kind of finicky, but I'm interested in. I have also wondered how the hell the powers that be could so effectively short the market when it comes to like the volume of oil trades. Do we have like a measure of total money held in them altogether? Yeah, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Part of what's not being priced in is that Europeans need to be filling their liquid natural gas stockpiles right now. That is true. We always look at it in the context of petroleum, but Europe needs LNG to not like freeze to death. And it's only going to get worse with the whole AMOC collapse thing in the future, you know. European gas storage sits at just 40%, the lowest late May level since 2021. So they're are they still burning through? Oh, I see. Okay. Black line is average between 2021 and 2025, and the red line is 2026. So we're lagging behind. Europe has wind energy. That's not a lot of homes in Europe use natural gas for like a power, like directly or indirectly. Well, wait, not directly, right? Like maybe in Finland. They need natural gas. Levels are low. Kind of just seems like they'll have to use a little less, not exactly apocalyptic. Well, it means that the price goes up for using it, which, you know, all those pensioners are going to freeze. Breaking. Gay man fails to understand statistical data.